I just wanted to pop on here and do a little video since this is what we're going to be doing the next couple weeks until you return back to school. But wanted to let you know how much I've missed you kids a lot, and I'll continue to miss you. But hope that you're safe and you're happy and you're healthy, and same with your families. I just wanted to do a couple of things here before the start of this coming week and the next week. Before I start anything though, I wanted to let parents know tomorrow we'll be at school and we're going to be in a meeting in the morning. I think it's for a couple hours at least, but I have a pretty good plan of what I would like to focus on for the next couple weeks. So I will inform you and have an outline for you on a day-to-day and a week-to-week basis. So I would just recommend going online and checking your emails pretty regularly by me and then also by Mr. Larson to have you get the updates and everything. So I will have some things online. It'll be on YouTube. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. And then some worksheets that you could come either pick up at school or I can attach them, but we'll continue to communicate that and I'll let you know. But I just wanted to do a little introduction to the kids of why, and I know that the kids, I'm sure all know why we have this 2-week dismissal, and I'm sure you parents have explained things so great with them, but I saw this little demonstration and I thought it would be kind of fun to share about germs and the importance of continuing to keep ourselves clean and washing our hands. Like Miss Susie taught us a couple weeks ago that you could sing the song, Happy Birthday to you as you're washing your hands. It's about 20 seconds long, and so you should do it at least that amount of time. But this little demonstration was kind of fun. So, can you see it okay? I filled this bowl up with water, and we're going to pretend that this pepper are germs, which we all have germs, because everything we touch, everything we're around, we always have germs. So we're going to pretend that that what you see here with the pepper, that they're germs. So I'm going to take my finger, I'm going to dip it into the germs. Look at all that. So anytime we touch something, then we have germs all over us. Now, I'm going to pretend that I'm washing my hands, but I'm just going to stick my other finger in where the soap is. But I want you to look inside here and see what happens with all those germs. And look how the germs kind of wash away like that. And that's what happens when we continue to wash our hands very regularly. I thought that was kind of fun, so I wanted to show that to you. So during this time, it's a precautionary for all of us so we don't get sick, that we are keeping our hands clean. And then I have shared this with a couple of parents, but this is just, if you were, I don't know, they're completely out of this type on Amazon. It's amazing. Before the big breakout, I bought this several weeks before and I regret not buying more, but I bought some for my mom and dad and for here at the house and in my classroom. But when they do come back in stock, I highly recommend this. And then I just have these for my house, but I only bought like a couple of bags. But anyway, so that's just, so kids, yeah, wash your hands and sanitize as well. Okay, the last thing I wanted to do is, because this is a really good experience for all of us. We've all never experienced something like this where we are home and just taking care of ourselves so we can continue to stay healthy. So this is new for all of us, and it's new for teachers having to go online and do some teaching so you kids can continue doing great work. You guys have worked so hard this year, and so I want to continue to teach you, and this is how you're going to be taught the next couple of weeks. So if you have, or if you start feeling discouraged in any way, what I did yesterday, because I was a little bit bored, I did things around the house. I was reading, I was studying material and this and that, so I was trying to keep myself busy, but I was still a little bit bored because we tried not to go out, which was told to us, instructed to not go out as often. So I went down to Home Depot and I actually bought some flowers, because flowers always brighten somebody's day, and so I planted out my front porch just a few little flowers. So I wanted to do a little mini fairy garden and have you kids do that too, and as a reminder of what we're all going through, and it should be a time of us all growing and coming together through this unique time, and I think this is awesome. So I just wanted to do something like this. Now at home, if you happen to have a cup, like a white cup, oh, and here's my little flat Stanley, kids. We'll talk about that too, and the little adventures that you've been going on with your little flat Stanley. So if you have a cup at home, either a plastic or a paper cup, you can use that in white or any other solid color or whatever kind you want. But I'm just going to use a little teacup. I'm going to have my husband drill a hole. So kids, when you get your cup, you'll want to have a little bit of drainage down there, so when you water your flower, then that water will go right through that drain. Now when you fill it up with your soil, don't fill your soil all the way to the top. Just do it to about there, a couple inches below the rim. See that okay? And then you're gonna plant your little flower. And I have these little daisies here. Daisies love the sun, and because it's not very warm outside, they're okay with these cool temperatures. But we won't keep these outside. I would recommend that you just keep your little fairy garden inside. So there's that, and then now I'm going to fill it up with more soil. Not too much, but you do want to go around the rim, but not super high, because when you water, you don't want your dirt to seep over the cup, and then you'll kind of make a mess. So if you can kind of see, and then just kind of pat everything down. See that okay? And then I was going to be doing this little project with you kids in April, but I figured why not do it now? So I bought each of you little bunnies for the spring and little mushrooms. But I wasn't going to do them in a cup. I was going to do it on this little wooden flat piece of wood, but we'll do something with that later. So there's that. Oh, you can get yourself some moss if you want to. This is just some of my moss that I had down in the basement with all of my other fairy garden stuff. You could cutesy it up and just put it all around. You can go down to Joann's or Michael's and get this, but since we aren't leaving the house very often, maybe you want to wait till later, or maybe you have it at your house. So there's that. And then, let's see, I have a lime green, a yellow, a turquoise, purple, pink, red, but I think I'm going to use a light pink. And this is my little mushroom, so I'm going to stick it right there, or maybe I'll put it right there. And then, because we're into spring, and you know how much I love bunnies, we're going to just put that little bunny right there. And then you have your cute little mini fairy garden. You could put it up in the windowsill, because like I said, these flowers, these daisies love the sun. So you can put it right up here, your windowsill. And like I said, this is just a fun reminder of what we're all going through the next couple weeks and coming together to help each other and to just kind of come together during these hard, unique times. And it'll be a good growing experience for all of us. So kids, I bought each of you a flower. So they're all out here, if you can see. And so when you come to school, and we'll talk about that too, when you come to school, you could pick up your little flower and then pick up your little bunny and pick out what color of mushroom you want. You can make your little fairy garden, and just something that you can always look at. So that's it. I miss you kids, and then I will get with you parents and email you and tell you the schedule and when you can come to school to pick up the things that you need to, and we'll just go from there. So carry on. Have a